Now, if you worry about the SatLink WS 6909, you put it on here by this button at the back, at the bottom, and then you get normally you get the main menu, the main screen, where you have 4 submenus, and as you see here, you have DVB-S, Digital Video Broadcasting S, Digital Video Broadcasting Terrestrial, Multimedia, that's for connecting different apparatus via USB here, and you have the configuration. I go straight to the configuration and make some small changes here. The country I have selected here is France, and the language is English, but you have different languages. You have Dutch here, and you have French, of course, you have Portuguese, etc. Then I would select English. And here, the LNB, the TV mode, you can change also what type of screen you have for this device. And the longitude actually is the place where you are residing yourself. And you have to get that from a GPS. This is important because the different satellite program softwares that will give you the elevation related to your position. They will use these geographical coordinates, and they will tell you what azimuth or rotation angle from the north you should have if you want to get such a precise satellite. That's why you have to input here your precise position. And then you have the time zone. This is not so important, but then you can change it, and you have the software update mode, and that's all here. Then I will be back to the main menu, making exit, and then I go to the first menu where I make my research of satellites. It's here, DVB-S, and then I enter there, and I want to do a quick search. A quick search, if I put enter here, you have a proposal already of Nilesat. So you have inside the device a list of satellites, and this one is Nilesat. If you press this button here, you can change. You have different satellites here inside, but it's good to know that this list is just indicative. You can add more names of satellites and the corresponding what they call transponders. If I am back, keeping Nilesat, the LNB type I have to precise here. This is universal LNB with the low frequency and the high frequency, but here also you can change. You have unicable type of LNB, normal C, and you have normal KU band. That's convenient for this type of LNB that I have here. This is universal LNB, single KU, TokyoSat. And then you can have universal and a different type of LNBs. You go down, you have the transponder numbers. The transponder, this one that is selected is transponder number 1. But if you press this the triangle on the right, you will enter the menu also, or where you have the number of transponders according to the device. Of course, this number have been assigned, and you have the frequency and the symbol rate. That is, for example, for the transponder number 1, the frequency is 11,747, and the symbol rate 27,500, and the polarization of the signal is vertical. This type of information about the transponder frequency, symbol rate, and polarization, you can get them from websites such as the website we have mentioned here that you can see. The first one is tracksat.com, and the second one is free-to-air satellite tv.co.za, and the third one is this one, and the fourth is this one, and the fifth one, this one. So these are websites where you can have the transponders frequency and symbol rate. One can compare transponders like radio. If you don't have the right frequencies and the symbol rate, then the channel, the precise channel or program you want, for example, TV5 or National Geographic, if you don't have the precise frequency, you cannot get them. So sometimes in the device SatLink itself, these true frequencies are simply missing, and you have to do some internet research in order to find the frequency for specific channels. This is very important. And then you change here. Once you have selected a transponder number, you make OK, and you go down here. So the frequency is here, the symbol rate is also here. I have selected the transponder number 2. Compare the transponders like different devices on board of satellites, and this help to broadcast the programs. The polarity, that is H, the LNB type, this 13 and 18 vertical volt. Sorry, you have key the 22K tone on. Generally, I put on auto. I'm not using a dissect in that case, so it's off. This one, the dissect, we have already spoken about that in another video. And the tone burst off also. And the satellite longitude I'm using here is 353 east, and you go down and then it's finished. A few words about the frequencies and the polarization and symbol rate. If you take, for example, the satellite Eutelsat, located at 16 degrees east, these frequencies are working frequencies. You have 10,804 polarization H in Africa, at least West Africa, this works, and symbol rate 29,997. For example, you have programs like TV5, etc., etc., and then you have this second frequency 12,564 H polarization, and the symbol rate 29,997. You can have the national television of Gabon and other channels you can have on these frequencies. Information about the satellite position connected to, as we explained, to my geographic coordinates that I get from a GPS. You have, for example, the satellite Eutelsat 7 degree west A, or Nilesat 7 degree west. These two satellites are located at the same position, 7 degree west in the sky. Now, from the GPS, I got my coordinate. That's the one you see here. So 12.4 north and 1.4 west. And then I used online software to find the position of the satellite in terms of azimuth is 204.3 degree, and the elevation in the sky, so the inclination above the horizon, that's a 74 degree, and the LNB tilt. The LNB tilt is the angle with which you should turn your LNB, and that you do it by turning the LNB like that till the amplification is sharp. And then in that area, this satellite finder can help you a lot, because if you turn the LNB, then the signal will be sharp at a certain rotation of your LNB. That's what we call LNB tilt. For me, it's 23.7. So, but don't focus so much on this. You can use your satellite finder to find exactly the sharpest position. Now, once you have selected your satellite that you want, so you know you have adjusted your parabol or your satellite dish so that to orient it toward your satellite according to the azimuth, but according also to the elevation. Then you make a search with your SatLink device by making OK, and then you have the signal level here, signal level and the signal quality. This one also, depending on your location, don't focus too much on the quality of the signal. I am in the transponder scan, and you see the level here, and you hear also the sound from my satellite finder. One may think that if the signal level is here, normally if I move my LNB in front of the satellite dish, the amplification should be also perceived in the screen of my SatLink. But this is not so true, because if I put my hand, for example, here, there is a change in the noise emitted by the sat finder. There is a change, but I don't see so much change in the red strip that you see on the screen here. That's why one can say that these two devices are complementary. Though this one, the SatLink, is not necessary, it's not required to find a satellite position. The only satellite finder can be enough, because the change in the volume of the sound emitted can inform you about the position of the satellite. It doesn't mean that this is not important. It doesn't mean that SatLink is not important. It is important in such a way that if you have located a sharp position, and you move then to auto scan in the center here, and then you press OK, it will make a scanning of the different frequencies for your satellite. And once a program has been detected, it will list the program here. And the radio also, the TV programs and the radio list are displayed here. And then at the end of the scanning, you can directly see on the screen the movies. We have spoken also about useful online softwares for finding the frequencies, the symbol rate, and the polarization of transponders corresponding to the specific TV broadcasting you want. These are some of the websites where you can find for the calculation of the frequencies. You can find them there. You have the satellitecalculations.com, and you have satdirection.com, and you have totalsat.co.uk also, and you have the internet, the link to connect to this website, and then you can get from there different information about the frequencies that are working. Not all the frequencies, I told already you, coming with your SatLink will work on your location. So you have to make some research about that.